In the heart of the African savanna there was a great lion named Arav. He was the king of all animals, respected by everyone. But one season the rains did not come. The rivers dried up, the grass turned brown, and the animals began to starve. They were losing hope. One day the animals gathered around the dying riverbed and cried out to Arav, "Great king, we are starving. Our children are dying. Please help us." Arav felt their pain and knew he had to do something. Looking at the dry riverbed, he roared, "Do not lose hope, my friends. I will find water for you." Then he set off across the hot desert, where the burning sand made his paws bleed. Days passed. Aaron, tired and thirsty, almost gave up hope, but he kept going, thinking of his starving family and friends. At last, he saw an old elephant, a shan, taking a bath in a small pool of water. "Honorable elephant," Arav asked, "do you know where I can find water?" The old elephant shook his head sadly. "I am sorry, lion, but this is the only water left. We all travel from here to quench our thirst." "Then tell me, O wise one, where can I find more water?" "Deep inside the Cave of Echoes there is a secret spring that never dries up, but it is guarded by a greedy hyena named Kairav, who takes all the water for himself." Hearing this, Arav thanked the elephant and quickly set off towards the Cave of Echoes. Arav reached the cave, which had a narrow entrance and was very dark inside. Taking a deep breath, he entered the cave. After walking a while, he heard the sound of water and walked towards it. Soon he saw a hyena drinking water from the spring. Surprised to see a hyena guarding the spring, Arav asked, "Excuse me, but where are your manners? Do you know who I am?" "I don't care who you are. This water is mine. Anyone who tries to take it will have to go through me first." "Well, then I guess there is no other way." With that, the hyena pounced on Arav. The battle between the lion and the hyena was fierce. The hyena was smaller and quicker than the lion, so he dodged most of Arav's attacks. The lion was furious and soon got injured. As the fight continued, the hyena taunted Arav, saying, "Is this how the great lion fights? You should give up, old man." Enraged by the hyena's words, Arav attacked even more fiercely, trying to end the fight quickly, but the hyena was agile and managed to dodge all of Arav's attacks. He kept moving around the lion, making him even more angry. The lion could feel his strength draining away. His vision started to blur and his paws felt heavy. Just when he thought he might lose, a surge of determination ran through him. He remembered the trust and love of his family and friends, and most importantly, he remembered his responsibility as the king of the savannah. No matter what happened to him, he couldn't give up. He had to fulfill his promise to his people. Summoning all his remaining strength, Arav lunged forward. The hyena, taken aback by the sudden attack, tried to flee, but it was too late. The lion's sharp claws caught the hyena's leg, pinning him to the ground. The hyena howled in pain and fear. "Please, great lion, spare me." The lion looked down at the hyena, his eyes filled with sadness rather than anger. In a low voice he said, "You were right. I am old. My strength is fading. But you don't understand what it means to be strong." The hyena looked up at the lion, confused. Arav continued, "Strength is not just about being powerful or bigger than others. It's about protecting those who can't protect themselves, sharing with those who need it, and never giving up hope. That is true strength." The hyena, ashamed of his actions, lowered his head. "I am sorry, great lion. I never knew. I was wrong." Arav, feeling the hyena's sincerity, released him. "It's all right. Let this be a lesson for you. Share what you have and you will be respected." With that, Arav got up and walked towards the spring, dipped his head in it, and drank the cool water. It tasted like sweet honey. He washed his face and felt his strength returning. He looked back at the hyena and said, "From today onwards, you will guard this spring with your life. If anyone dares to harm it, you must protect it." The hyena, grateful for the second chance, bowed his head and promised to do as the lion had asked. Arvab returned to the dry savanna, carrying the news of the hidden water hole. When the animals heard this, they became excited and set off towards the Cave of Echoes. As they reached the spring, they drank the cool water and were filled with joy. Birds sang, trees grew green, and the savanna came back to life. The animals were overjoyed and grateful to Arav for saving them. They all cheered, "Long live our king! Long live our king!" From that day on, Arav became known not just as the king of the savanna, but also as its guardian. He was respected and loved by all the animals. As for the hyena, he kept his promise and guarded the spring with his life. One day, a group of wild dogs approached the spring. "Hey, hyena, get out of here so that we can drink some water. This spring belongs to everyone, and I won't move." "Oh, so you want to fight? Bring it on." The wild dogs surrounded the hyena, ready to attack. Just then, Arav arrived with a few of his lion friends. Seeing the lions, the wild dogs ran away. Arav turned to the hyena and said, "You did well. You kept your promise." The hyena, happy to have done his duty, nodded his head. Years passed, and the story of the Lion King's promise became a legend in the savanna. All the animals, big and small, knew about it. Once, when a group of young cubs were listening to the story, one of them asked, "But why did the hyena change his ways? Why didn't he just keep running away?" An old lion who was their grandfather spoke to them. "Being strong doesn't mean never giving up your principles. It means standing up for what's right, even if you're scared. Strength isn't just about winning battles, it's about doing the right thing. The hyena chose to be better because it was the right thing to do, and that's what makes him a truly strong hyena." The cubs listened to their grandfather's words, understanding the true meaning of strength. And so, thanks to Arav's courage and kindness, the savanna thrived for many years. The spring never dried up again, providing water not only for the animals but also for the people living nearby. Everyone respected the lion for his bravery and wisdom, and the hyena for his honesty and strength.